What's going on, everybody? This is your homeboy Quetzalcoatl. Welcome back to the FYL Boxing Show. I'm right here with Israel Angulo, longtime boxer. Been asking him a little bit about 2012 and his thoughts on boxing. What's going on with you, man?
All right, how's it going?
So, what were some of your influence growing up and getting into the sport?
Growing up, I used to watch a lot of boxing when I was young with my dad. But my favorite fighter of all time and influenced me was Pernell Whitaker.
Pernell Whitaker?
Yeah.
What was it about Pernell Whitaker that stood out from all the other fighters?
It was just his movement, his slickness, you know, how can I say it? He was real precise with his punches, and he was a little bit of a showboat, but you know, he was one of the best boxers I've seen.
That beautiful defensive style, man.
Exactly.
So who in your opinion is the greatest fighter of all time?
Greatest fighter of all time? Man, I say it might probably have to be Sugar Ray Robinson.
Sugar Ray Robinson?
Sugar Ray Robinson.
Yeah, definitely, man. How long have you been boxing, man?
Man, I've been boxing since I was 8 years old.
8 years old?
Yeah.
You got a deep love for the sport, huh? Now we had a hell of a 2012. What did you think of the Marquez versus Pacquiao fight? And do you think Pacquiao can come back from that kind of knockout?
Man, that was a really good fight, but I think Pacquiao could come back. I don't think he's going to be affected by it. I mean, he's been knocked out twice before, and he's just came back, you know, even stronger. So he got a good mind frame. He's a warrior in the ring. You know, I just think he got a little careless, and I mean, anything can happen in boxing. You know, just look at Mike Tyson, for instance, with Buster Douglas.
Yeah.
Nobody thought that.
Huge upset right there, man.
Huge upset.
Who do you have as fighter of the year for 2012?
Fighter of the year, man, I'm gonna have to give it. Right now, I have to give it to Donier. Donier, because you know, I mean, he's a really good fighter. I don't think he has stepped it up the way he should have this year. But another fighter I think that actually deserves it should be Matisse, you know?
Matisse, yeah.
No.
Definitely very underrated fighter, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't get the credit he deserves, man. What do you think is fight of the year for 2012?
Fight of the year, again, Matisse versus Ogasun. I think that fight was amazing. Both fighters, man, came at it, fought hard. It was just a really good fight.
Oh yeah, yeah. Jose lost, but he showed a lot of heart in that fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nonito Donaire, since you were just talking about him, 2013, a couple of upcoming fights, potential fights for him are Guillermo Rigondeaux and Abner Mares. Now versus Abner Mares, who do you see winning that fight? And why would you pick that fighter?
Out of him or Abner?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I would have to give it to Nonito, but Abner is pretty tough. I mean, I think he might be able to hang in there. He's young, you know, he's not over the hill like a lot of these other fighters. But he's open, man. He's open to that left hook. That's the only thing that kind of worries me.
Yeah, Donaire got that deadly left hook, man.
Yeah.
Great timing, man.
Exactly.
What about Guillermo Rigondeaux versus Nonito? Who do you have winning that?
You know, strength-wise, I think they're both even as far as strength. Maybe Rigondeaux might have a little bit more power than Donier. That's what I think. But honestly, I think Donier says it'll be an easy fight. I think it'll be a lot tougher than he says, you know, he thinks. Because Rigondeaux is just very defensive. He's a masterful boxer. I mean, I haven't seen technique like that in a long time. And Donier had a hard time with that little flyweight, what was his name?
Are you talking about the dude from Argentina?
Yeah. From Argentina.
Yeah. I think it's Vasquez. Was it Vasquez?
No, it wasn't Vasquez. It was, man, I forgot his name, but yeah, man.
He's real defensive in that fight.
He was real defensive. He couldn't get in on his punches. You know, he took everything away from Donier. The only problem was he didn't want to engage in fighting. You know, he threw a little bit, but when he did, he connected. You know, so I think it's a toss-up fight, but I think Rigondeaux has a chance against Donier if he plays it, you know, the right way, boxes smart, and not falls into Donier's traps. I think he got it.
Oh, definitely, man.
Yeah.
This is Israel Angulo. Definitely has a lot of boxing knowledge, man. I'm gonna be bringing you guys some more information because this dude has a lot of knowledge to drop on y'all, man. Thank you for the time, man. And for everybody at the FYL Boxing Show, this is your homeboy Quetzalcoatl signing out.